Hey guys, welcome back to my show. Last week we did not have an episode because I was really busy. Anyways, this week I have the episode out. So, in this episode, I'll be actually doing a Q&A section. Even though you guys are just listening to me and you can't really interact, I'm just gonna ask a few questions. I'll be asking a few questions. You can answer them via the voice message box or the commenting section if you have it. And you can also send me questions which you want me to answer. For example, if you want me to talk about a particular topic which I've not talked about till now, you can talk about that. So now these are the few questions I have for you all. So write down your answers and then in the end you can send a comment with the answers or a voice message. Now we'll just be doing 2 questions and then we will come to the actual topic for today, which is going to be announced in a while after the 2 questions I ask you. So number 1, what kind of book do you like to read? What kind of books do you like? Do you like reading middle grade books, adult books, young adult? That. Who is your favorite author? That's the second question. Who's your role model in terms of authors? Who inspired you to write? Okay, these are 3 questions. If you forget what these questions are, don't worry. I'll be adding these questions in the description box. Okay, your favorite book, that's the first question. Favorite author, and what inspired you to write, okay? Now, the topic we'll be discussing today is huge. It's target audiences. Now, what I mean by target audiences is the person or the group of people who are going to be reading your work or your book or whatever you are writing. Now, target audience, you may be thinking that, okay, I don't think it acquires to me because I'm writing a short story. Well, you're wrong. Target audiences are required in order to know who your work is targeted towards. For example, Harry Potter's target audience would be fans of Percy Jackson or fans of magic or fans of Harry Potter. Now, the reason I say Harry Potter would be, let's say, actually you can't do it against Harry Potter itself because Harry Potter is the book I'm giving you an example of. So the things you could say would be the target audience could be people who like Percy Jackson, or people who like magic, or people who like wizards, or people who like witches, things like that. So yeah, another example would be if you're writing a middle grade fiction, let's say. Your target audience would be not middle graders. Middle grade fiction does not mean middle graders. It means children from the age 8 to 12. But just because they're for 8 to 12, that does not mean that people above the age of 12 can't read them. I mean, of course they can read, but it's recommended not to hand out middle grade books to children below the age of 8. So anyways, let me come to the point. It is that when we're writing a middle grade fiction, your target audience would be children aged 8 to 12, or it could be, if your book is a fantasy middle grade fantasy, then it would be children who love magic, or children who love wizards, the children who like magic, or maybe children who like ink art, or maybe even children who like Harry Potter. Who knows? It depends on what your book is about. Your book, or it could be based on a theme. Children who like the theme that revolves around friendship, or theme that revolves around siblings, magic. I said magic already. Friendship. I said camping trips, new experiences. Then there is many other themes and things out there. So that's the thing we'll be doing. That's how target audiences work. Another thing is that target audiences help you determine how to reach your audience. Now, I have been participating in the Find Your Reader Writing Summit. I'm not. Let me just quickly check whether that's the name. Yeah. So the thing I'm doing is called Find Your Reader Summit. So in that summit, it started on July 24th and ending on 27th of July. So in this we find your readers. So like you find the readers to read who will be purchasing and buying your books, possibly giving you reviews. Now this event will finish tomorrow. I know I should have mentioned this earlier, but last week I never posted, so I could not tell you all about this. But anyways, in this people share their visions, connect to their audience, and build a writing community. The different kind of classes they have in that, let me just quickly tell you about it. It is hosted by Daniel David Wallace. You can go to his website as well, just type his name. If you want, I can possibly do something for that. Anyways, the few things they have is they have gosh so there's like a topic on how to create a memorable author brand by Beth Barani. Then there's a happy hour with all the people who are participating and like who are doing talks in it. There's a event in which they talk about 5 ways to connect to their readers through email by Paris Hash. Then there's publishing a novel, 5 things I wish I could take back and 4 things I'm glad I did by Jeff Elkins. Then there's one YouTube for authors is starting a channel worth it by Michelle Schutzman. Own your voice and wage beauty with a unique medicine by Dashid Story Doula. And then there's a welcome session by Daniel Wallace, which was in the start. Now there are many other as well, but you get the idea. It's very interesting and I'm doing it. It's pretty cool and pretty fun. So obviously this year's one is done, so maybe next year you can try it out. Pretty cool. So you can find out more. You can subscribe to Daniel David Wallace's newsletter if you want to get updates from him. And then I forgot to tell, there's one session in that by Sasha Black. It already happened, but you still have time today to sign up quickly. And if you sign up, then you will be able to get the replay version of Sasha Black's event, in which she talks about how to use podcasting as an author or as a writer. Now this is how I use Anchor. Anchor is the thing I use to create my podcast episodes. And then I stream it online to other podcasting directories. But the main thing is I use my podcast on my podcast, as you may have noticed, the book talks, author talks, all those things. But now what I'm going to be doing is I will be giving you a few episodes in which I bring, like how I always bring in guests, some from the art industry, some from the writing side, poem side, illustrator side. So now I'm going to be trying to bring in agents and publishers if possible, maybe from the big house. But yes, I'm going over myself, so let's see, maybe I might be able to get one publisher, renowned big house publisher, or maybe even an agent. Let's see what happens. So yeah, we can do that. The other things we could do is this other thing I've been working on, which is like in the next, maybe the following episode, maybe in the next month episode or the following few episodes, I'll be doing more on how to write a specific novel. So now I'm being individual topics which are totally unrelated to the other, somehow linked but not all of them. So that would be like let's see, let me think about something. yeah, so that's what I was going to do. So we will be doing sessions, few webinars in between. So I'll be doing it on podcasting itself. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can listen to it from there. I'll be doing like these long sessions in which I do take a topic and extend it for a whole week. So instead of getting my episode on Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays, you'll be getting it every single day. Like every single day for the whole week, including Saturday, Sundays. Now, if I do miss one of those days in between, then you will be expecting one more episode in the following week's one episode part. And then we'll be back to our normal podcasting schedule, which is either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Okay, so yeah, that was it for today. Today there is no book talk or author talk because we are kind of at the end of it. So yeah, book talk and author talk most probably we'll do next time. But until then, have a nice day. I thank you all for listening to me and spending your precious time on listening to my podcast. Thank you everyone. Have a nice time. Bye guys.